Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to welcome you to Markit Forum 2021 and also kick things off this morning. And I would like to start off with the reality of the situation as we stand. So what you see behind me is where we are at the moment. So this is a huge TV studio in Tallinn. I'm standing on that stage, and around me is basically a huge empty space where there actually should be the amazing Markit clients in front of me and I in front of you. So it's definitely a unique situation. But anyway, we can make the most of it, because I know that behind that camera or perhaps that camera, there's a lot of good business friends, people we have worked together for many years and achieved fantastic things and results together. And also there might be absolutely new viewers whom I had the chance to meet yet. And that is definitely a very unique way to meet for the first time. So in the virtual setting we are, and we have worked very hard to actually make this work and to bring you something more than just a glorified Zoom call. I think like a couple of weeks back, the CEO of Zoom himself said publicly that there are too many Zoom calls. So definitely the world doesn't need more Zoom calls, and that's why we have really worked hard to make this more than that. So there are different stages like this, big stage here in Tallinn, in the other cities, in Warsaw, in Madrid, and we'll be going live to these places to make this event feel as real as possible and as engaging as possible. So that's that. Hopefully you're enjoying this either from the comfort of your home, possibly in the office. Maybe some of you are outdoors, which would be a great choice in this springy weather. And Tallinn, we have just plus 25, which arrived with a bang from kind of plus 3, plus 4, and now we have 25. Cool. So in my kickoff, I would a little bit like to touch upon Markit Forum. What is the purpose of this event? Why we feel this is necessary, or what kind of unique value could Markit Forum bring in the world of other procurement events. And then I a little bit share with you, as there's a great opportunity to be in front of clients here, I will talk a little bit about Markit, our mission and our vision, the future going forward, and what 2021 plans are for Markit, etc. So here we go, starting with Markit Forum. Does the world need another procurement event, a purchasing event? We are here, so we certainly feel that it does. And what we want to bring with Markit Forum is, first of all, an event with a very specific focus. We are big fans of a lot of procurement events, so we have been partner for procurement leaders for many years. We love that event. So there are really, really great events out there. But sometimes we feel that, of course, these events, they are generic. They cover a lot of topics, you know, from marketplaces to indirect procurement, direct procurement, so all kinds of different procurement aspects. What we want to bring with Markit Forum is a specific focus, a very focused event on particular areas. And these areas are, of course, Markit and our client community is all about IT procurement. So we're talking about a specific category here, which is IT, indirect IT procurement. So one event that is focused on IT procurement only, provides specifics related to that. And as you all know, IT is kind of it is a very specific category. I don't think there is many industries where products change like as fast as they do in IT. So according to our statistics, about 50% of the products that we have in our catalog change in 24 months. So IT is a specific category in procurement, brings specific challenges, and that's why I think a focus is necessary and needed here to have a forum where we can talk about IT purchasing only with great focus. And secondly, of course, Markit is a marketplace, a global marketplace purchasing tool, kind of a source to pay software as well. So talking about software in procurement is definitely another area that we're touching as a focus area in the forum. And also, of course, the global aspect. our sort of core focus is helping international or global customers to deal with their procurement. And as you well know, one thing is local procurement, but truly, when you have multi-country environment, 17, 20 countries, 5 countries, global procurement, that becomes super challenging. Everything compounds with more complexity. So global procurement itself brings unique challenges to procurement teams in companies and large enterprises. So IT, purchasing, tools and software, and global aspect. And altogether, that makes the Markit Procurement Forum or Purchasing Forum focus into global, IT, purchasing. That's our focus, bringing these things together and having a specialist event. And that is very Markit as well. We believe in focus. We believe in doing one thing, doing it very well, becoming great experts on the long term. And I know that on the other side of the camera are great IT procurement experts bringing that expertise with them as well to this event. So that's a specific focus for this event. Now, another sort of dimension that I want to talk about when we are looking at Markit Forum is kind of a real view or maybe a close-up view. Again, procurement events can be sometimes very conceptual, visions, what happens, but what we see every day is real challenges. Things need to get done, real customer pain points, real challenges that need to be solved today. And so basically, good strategy has both, of course. There's a helicopter view, so you're kind of driving a helicopter, looking at the space around you, where is what, so kind of a conceptual, high-level view of procurement and the trends and so on. And that is absolutely needed and very cool. And there's great content around that. But what we want to do a little bit is to, let's say, go kind of down to earth with Markit Forum, have a little bit more attention on specifics. What you see here is this very big close-up of sand. So there's a helicopter view of a beach where all of us are kind of dying to get to when travel is allowed soon. So an extreme close-up of sand has almost looks like gemstones. So, and I think in everyday life, real successes and sometimes real failures, there are two gems to be looked at, to be learned from. So what we are trying to bring is a balance of kind of helicopter view, but going more down to earth, real success stories, real cases with clients and your everyday challenges, sort of balancing out. And that brings a specific focus and kind of down-to-earth, granular, detailed view of the procurement challenges that our customers are facing. So these are two things that how we want to make Markit Forum unique in the space of procurement events. And this idea also very well goes into or ties with the mission of Markit. We are a very mission-driven company. This was something that we have had from the beginning. Markit was founded with a real desire of changing IT purchasing and the way it's done, to make it truly simple and transparent. And that's been our passion from the beginning. To make the industry where there are still games and tricks and upsell and downsell and left sell and right sell, to make that super simple, to avoid any games, make it very simple and very transparent. Transparency is the core of Markit. The business model we created is based on transparency. The marketplace that we have creates transparency itself, and transparency kind of creates the marketplace. So simplicity, transparency, and that is kind of our helicopter view, our ambition to the industry in general. This is what we want to change. But also, on the other side, we are very, very down to earth. Our core idea, or kind of something we also deeply believe in, is helping clients succeed. We believe that helping clients succeed, bringing value to the client, that always comes first. And our success can only follow when we are truly, uniquely useful to our clients. Bringing value, truly helping IT buyers succeed, and our success will follow only from that if we're able to do it. So there's a general view, or kind of helicopter view, trying to change the industry, and very specific, helping IT buyers save time and money. Because of course, that's the core value that we need to bring to purchasing and procurement. Saving the time, the processes, the speed, and also, of course, optimizing the cost and spend. And doing that, I think, in the right balance of time and money, because time is money, and money is time, and time and money as a balance is what we're aiming for as a core sort of value proposal in Markit. So helping IT buyers save time and money by making IT purchasing super simple and transparent. So efficiency, simplicity, transparency, which of course ties into each other as well. When something is simple, it's always efficient. When something is transparent, it creates trust and in turn, efficiency and speed. So that's the mission of Markit. And if we want to change an industry, you can't really change an industry by one go, right? I mean, an industry consists of clients and people. So if you want to have a positive impact on the industry, let's say Forbes 2000, you have to do it one client at a time. So that's another deeply held belief and approach in Markit. You can change something, an industry, the world, anything, one step at a time, 1 inch at a time, one client at a time. So the goal of Markit is to bring positive change to IT purchasing, making it simple, efficient, transparent, saving time and money, one client at a time, with a strong focus of helping you guys succeed. And our growth is definitely just a byproduct of that value created to the clients. So it's almost like a passion of creating success stories. And positive change to the industry will come when those success stories start to add up, one by one by one by one. And one point, you can say that if you've done this success multiple times over with many clients, you can call yourself a company who has made a positive impact on the whole industry or procurement space. So one client at a time, positive change, and these success stories, they are added up. We have been around for a while, so 17 years with working customers and helping IT buyers succeed. So right now we're already working with about 20% of the Forbes 2000 companies, and a total of 10,000 legal entities that we are engaged with. So among them, of course, there are not only Forbes 2000 companies, but cool local and regional leaders. So there's a lot of client engagement here. And what we're really sort of excited and happy to be able to work with companies like you. That is a unique opportunity you're giving us to work with you, to have an inside look at different companies, how they operate, your stories, the way you work, what you believe in, your values, your missions, and your specific procurement challenges as well. So we have this, on a daily basis. I super appreciate and enjoy that, working with different companies, understanding them. So we're getting a lot of learning, a lot of information from that. So, and what we are trying to do with Markit Forum is somehow bring that together, because the current feeling is like we are seeing that with interacting with a lot of clients directly. We learn a lot, we see a lot. There's so much to kind of learn and share. So in a way, the purpose of Markit Forum is almost to bring the IT buyers that we have interacting one-on-one with, to bring you guys together, that you can also learn from each other, to connect the IT buyers that we are working with. So almost not taking the center stage, but taking one step out and having you guys share those stories that we see with each other and the experiences with each other. So specific focus on the topics, yes, a bit detailed, down to earth view, combined sometimes with a little bit jumping into the helicopter. But the key idea is connecting Markit clients and sharing the experiences between clients and us being a facilitator of this process. And today we are going into different locations across Europe. So we're going live to Warsaw, Madrid, Vilnius, Vienna, to engage directly with the clients and hear some of the amazing stories that our clients are bringing to the table. So I will finish soon, step off the stage, and the stage will be for the clients connecting with each other. And I truly encourage you, use the networking platform, connect with each other, share your experiences and different stories, not only on stage, but with each other, and that is the purpose of this event and Markit Forum. Cool. So it's hot in here. It's not just the passion for simplicity and transparency that is making me hot. It's a very hot day in Tallinn. There's a lot of projectors around here, so there's a kind of, but I have a solution, and we'll continue now from Markit Forum to Markit Vision. So the vision of Markit, Markit, we always had a vision. So we love to work on long-term visions, a big sort of dreams, very difficult long-term goals. We like to challenge each other and set long-term goals. So when the Markit journey started, after establishing business in the Baltics in 2008, we set ourselves a very challenging, and at that time, that mountain seemed super high to climb, a very challenging vision for 10 years. So the original vision of Markit when we started out in 2008 was to achieve those things, to achieve 100 million euros of revenue with 100 people, which is also an efficiency goal, so kind of 1 million euros per person. To have coverage in all EU countries, and then we added also presence in 5 global regions to the mix. And all that was to aim to become the world's best IT marketplace and purchasing solution for global companies. So that is what we set out to do 10 years ago. And of course, the expansion part was a key element in all of this. To be a very relevant partner for global companies, our aim was, of course, to have as much coverage as possible, as fast as possible. So our aim was and is to reach all the countries that are relevant for international buyers. So our goal was to expand as fast as possible, and we've been able to do that with the speed of 4 countries per year. So we've kept this up for 10 years, and that has taken now us to close to 40 countries. And the dots you see there are headquarters of Fortune 500 companies. So, of course, we are going where you guys need us, where there's client demand from global companies. So, expansion 4 countries per year, and this is something we, of course, aim to keep up. So, this has taken us today to this situation. Markit is live now in 36 countries. It's a marketplace, so we have competitive element from the main IT distribution companies in every market. Here we display the market coverage, exactly how the marketplace looks like in a local level, and we can achieve local-to-local deliveries in 36 countries. So opening Markit as a shop, you can click any of those countries here. Australia, Austria, Australia. Click on Australia. You see all the IT distribution companies in Australia. You see their stock levels, you see the pricing. You can make a quick order and it will be delivered next business day, super quick, local to local. That is already a very unique place to be in IT purchasing space. Local to local deliveries in 36 countries, every single order, e-tendered and marketplace. So, I mean, 10 years, you should get somewhere, but I think this is a cool and unique place to be for Markit as a product offer. And we have also been very consistent in terms of results, and we're proud of that. What we aim for our growth as a company is consistent and balanced growth. We're always only happy if our growth goes together with client satisfaction growth, that if all the sort of KPIs improve together with growth. There's no idea in Markit to grow too fast so that would affect the service elements of our offering. So balanced growth, growing not only the revenue, but customer satisfaction, delivery accuracy, etc. But our track record has been very consistent. We have 28% growth rate since founding. We have grown every year except 2009, which of course, as you know, was a huge crisis, the previous huge crisis. In the current crisis, we're doing very well last year, of course, as IT is in a specific and different situation compared to the last one. So consistent and strong growth from Markit. And that led us to a special moment. So the original vision of Markit was to get to this place. And this is a picture from all the marketeers waving to you from New Camp. And that year, we achieved the vision. We had the global coverage that we were aiming for. We covered Europe. We had those 5 global regions. We had the 100 people standing there all together, and we had achieved the dream that we started with. 100 million with 100 people, having that local-to-local delivery in all those countries that we aim to do, providing exceptional, unique value to our clients. So that's a great moment and a great milestone for the company. And there you have a strong, dedicated team of marketeers who are on this mission to help IT buyers succeed, saving time and money with simplicity and transparency. So, to the future. Again, one vision was completed. We are already ready with another one. That is even maybe more ambition than the original one, as we are gathering space and momentum. So, Vision 2028. And we've done something quite unique with this, because we have made a picture of the future. And that is the picture. So behind me, you see a vision of Markit in 2028. It's pretty cool. I mean, you say that vision is a picture of the future. So we actually made a picture of the future. If you zoom into that picture, there's a lot of detail. There are all the markets that we want to be in, all the cities, all the offices, the number of clients we hope and aim and will work for to have, all the KPIs that are needed to have a high-quality service in 10 years' time. So it is a picture of the future in great detail. That is on our walls, and this is what we're working for as a company. So in summary, this means 80+ countries. We want to be everywhere with local-to-local deliveries where you, our customers, need us as fast as possible. So that's our vision, to keep going with those 4 countries every year, increasing the geographical coverage of Markit. 500 marketeers. We need a bigger team to serve you and to serve you well. So of course the team will grow, and also 1 billion in client spend. So that is our next sort of goal. And of course our revenue is your spend. We are clearly understanding that, for us this growth or target of 1 billion means just increased value. If we retain our customers, you spend more with us if you're happy with the service, if we're truly adding value to you. So this is like a value goal for ourselves in a way. So that's the vision of Markit in 2028. Also, of course, we need to keep going. It's 2021, it's sort of 7 years to go, so we need to have a high tempo. We've always had, and we are having that also in 2021. So first, we are, if you didn't know this already, we are live in Brazil. So this is the recent market, the most recent market we have opened as a company. So we're live in Brazil. It wasn't the easiest market to enter, let me tell you that. I think that the tax system in Brazil sort of almost, it's hard to believe that it's true when you first look at it. But it's all done, it's all good. Local-to-local deliveries in Brazil are available for our clients. This year, we are aiming to open India, so this is something that you guys have been asking for us a lot. Of course, a major market, we're still not there. So India is a priority for us to be live in India with local-to-local deliveries by the end of the year. Also, Malaysia flipped by. So Malaysia is a priority. We're already live in Singapore. So adding Malaysia adds to the Southeast Asia region, and it's an important country for our clients as well. First steps towards the Arabian Peninsula and Middle East. We aim to open in Dubai and also arrange local-to-local deliveries in as much of the Arabian Peninsula countries as possible. Also, Philippines, that is something that is asked a lot from us. It's an interesting country with specific presence for international customers, so there's lots of demand. This is fully in process. We are quite far along, and Philippines will be also live in 2021. We are increasing our presence in Asia. So we already have a fully operational Singapore market with local-to-local deliveries, but we're also opening an office in Singapore this year with one of our country managers in Europe, moving there and starting to grow our business in Southeast Asia. So as you see, we're working hard on expansion, doing the best we can to add more countries to increase the total value that we can provide to our customers. And product development. That is also something that we have been, of course, very dedicated over the years of improving our IT purchasing solution as a software so that it was super easy to use, to be the best software for the IT purchasing people to use. We have had our humble beginnings, so you see some small glimpses of the first versions of Markit here. So there's been fair amount of development over time, improving the user interface. So we have had 5 major software platforms, and the 6th, M5, because we started with M0, is coming up this year. What I'm saying here is that we're very dedicated to consistent product development, and these are the major releases. We also have a lot of features, a lot of updates during the year, and we are keeping this going. It's very important for us, and we have a dedication to improve the product as we go forward. And as you know, it's already quite a product. It's one software which is very focused, and we've developed this for 17 years, and we'll keep going to make sure this is the best IT purchasing solution out there. We had a special release also in 2020, so we kind of like pandemic related, and this was called Global IT Now. Obviously, the pandemic created a lot of challenges with supplies and availability. That's been really the key issue with our clients in the past year. And we created a special kind of shop or platform inside Markit, which is called Global IT Now. And Global IT Now, what it means is that we created one place or sort of one shop in Markit or one area of Markit where you can see all the IT distribution companies globally. So all the integrations anywhere are in one place. Generally, when we're talking about Markit and local-to-local deliveries, a country catalog or country marketplace would include the biggest local IT distribution companies, and we'd also bring regional or IT distribution companies from other countries to supplement the local offering. So that is what a marketplace consists of on a local level, say Germany, Italy, so on. With Global IT Now, because of the shortages of products, we created a marketplace where you can see all the distributors regardless of the countries. And this was, of course, super helpful to the clients. We helped a lot of clients to get availability for products that were totally out of stock in their countries. So essentially, the issue there was that with our visibility, we have all the information. Markit is one of the biggest, or perhaps we can even safely say the biggest, real-time database of IT products. So making that available to our clients in its full was increasing the visibility, and you can source things that were missing from a country, from different markets. So you see here Jabra headset and the actual availability it has from the multiple countries. So during the pandemic, mostly, and even still today, I know that you're facing shortages and delivery delays. During the pandemic, from our perspective, very often, it's not actually a lack of availability. There can be issues with sort of the direct models of vendors and so on, but there is a lot of availability in the channel. So it's more a question of visibility and information rather than a real shortage. Because small fact, the average delivery of Markit over all clients and all orders during pandemic increased just by 1 day during last year, just by 1 day. So all this commotion was increasing our delivery speed on average just by 1 day. So, and that actually reflects that the availability is there, and you can use Global IT Now to source and make sure that you have all the information at your fingertips and can source the things from other countries that maybe have shortages in your country. So Global IT Now, very helpful even today to address the challenges of availability during a pandemic. And this is something we're doing kind of on a daily, weekly basis, yesterday, today. Now, a little bit about the upcoming version of Markit, so the M5. We are releasing M5 this year, so hopefully it will be maybe another reason to to call you in and connect with you on camera and introduce the new version in details. Just a very small sneak sort of preview and what is the core idea with M5. M5 is Transparency 2.0. With M5, I mean, our business model is already super transparent. We are doubling that up. We are bringing even more transparency into the system. So there will be, of course, a lot of other functionality in the release, but the transparency and increasing the visibility of the marketplace in all its elements is the core sort of driving idea, or let's say essence, of the M5 version. So what will happen? We'll increase the transparency for the suppliers. So supplier visibility will be increased. Marketplace overview for every country and in detail giving you as much information as we have in its totality to understand our supplier base, down to every detail. The suppliers, their names, the legal entities, the number of products they have, the revenue they produce per year, sort of, which reflects their purchasing power. So all relevant suppliers fully visible and pre-qualified, so that we have full visibility into the supplier base. You know which suppliers you're buying from, because of course, Markit has no products. We have a marketplace connecting those suppliers. So we want to make this supplier base as visible, as real, as tangible as possible through increased transparency. Open transaction fee. Of course, open margin is a core concept of Markit since founding. We are then increasing the open transaction fee sort of visibility in the system. Everything will be visible in the system. You will see your margin. You will see the purchasing invoices amount that is related to your orders. You will see the amount of the sales invoices. You will see that our margin is exactly what we have agreed for. So making transparency really something you can see, touch. So one thing is trust, but this gives you absolute control through Markit system for the transparency that we're providing. So real, tangible, absolute transparency in the system. And also full document level transparency. So we are bringing the purchasing invoices into the system. So not only the open margin will be visible, but we will present the purchasing documents that we receive from our suppliers for your order. So you can see both documents from our suppliers and the invoices from us and the open margin. So M5 will bring a lot of functionality, but the core of it will be a lot of increase in the marketplace features and the transparency of the marketplace inside the system, which is exactly the mission of Markit. So simplicity and transparency, and that is also what M5 is all about. Making it even more simple to use and making it even more transparent as a marketplace for you guys, our clients. So that's it from my side to kick things off. A little bit about the purpose of Markit Forum, the role among other forums, Markit vision that we have just completed, and the Markit vision for the future to 28. And I'd like to conclude with the slogan of Markit, which is take the chasing out of IT purchasing. That's what we do. That's kind of the slogan reflecting our mission. And if you take the chasing out of IT purchasing, what remains is purr. That is when something works perfectly, an engine purrs, a cat purrs when it's perfectly content. And purr in Latin is also pur, puro, clean, simple, and transparent. Let's take the chasing out of IT purchasing so that only purr can remain. And this is what we are all working for together. So let's take the chasing out of IT purchasing.